You are perfect exactly as you are. And by default, you are in why. That's your natural way of being. And your desires, your heartfelt desires are always calling you to the next thing. And you're already that. There's nothing for you to fix in yourself. You just need to fix what you're thinking about yourself. And actually, when you are in why, you see it. When you're repeating those affirmations, you feel it. And you are just perfect exactly as you are. Your natural essence, the way you were created, is perfect. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Irresistible and I'm a manifestation and soul realignment coach. My channel is geared towards helping you become your highest potential so that you can create and live the extraordinary life that is your birthright. In today's video, I'll be talking about how you are just perfect, naturally, by default, in identity. Why? But before we get started, just a quick reminder that I offer both email and video coaching. So if you need help in manifesting any of your desires or in releasing any of your blocks, you definitely want to check out all my coaching options. They are in the description below. And I'd like to invite you to subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon if you'd like to receive a notification anytime I upload a new video. So today's video is inspired by so many conversations I've had in the past week with clients who don't feel deserving of being loved. And I thought that I would do this video because it is a reminder to you that when we talk about self-concept, when we talk about your identity, we're not saying that you are currently not that. We're just saying that you think you're not that. You think that you are less than perfect. The key is that we are all here created from source energy, in the image of source energy. We all possess very unique qualities, which is the essence of our souls, which is actually what I talk about in soul realignment. I help you understand your energy center, because everything is energy. There are a total of 8 energy centers, and we take aspects of each of these. And by default, we are perfect exactly as we are. We are perfect and unique and an integral part of all that is. We make all that is complete. Otherwise, it would not be complete. So the mere fact that you exist, you are perfect and lovable, and your uniqueness is needed for all that is to experience itself. And your uniqueness is naturally how you've been created. It is needed. You are perfect exactly as you are. And by default, you are in why. That's your natural way of being. And your desires, your heartfelt desires, are always calling you to the next thing. And you're already that. You would not have that desire if you were not already that. It is something you just want to choose, and you keep choosing and again and again. And when you're looking at something that you love, maybe you see this in someone else, you are recognizing it because you are it already. And even when you are falling in love, you're seeing that person through the eyes of source, the way source energy sees them. And you do the same with yourself when you choose identity Y. You're seeing yourself through the eyes of source. Identity X is the polarity of identity Y. Identity X is just reminding you that identity Y exists. And actually, all those negative thoughts and emotions you have around yourself, they are actually you removing your focus from why. When we look at the vibrational scale, you see there's love and then there's fear. Actually, there's no source of fear. You're disconnecting from love. You're not choosing it. But there's no source of fear. it's just not love. You're just not choosing it. So it's the same exact thing with identity X and identity Y. And I've been talking about these more and more recently because they really are meant to help you recognize that it's all available to you. And when you are not feeling lovable, I had this with one of my clients the other day. She said that, she sent me an email saying her SP was standing outside her building. She couldn't understand why that was. And he's been doing that a lot, and they're in no contact, or, they don't really speak that much. But she sent me that and she said, is this movement? I said, yes, this is your manifestation. This is you manifesting that person showing up. And then she sends me an email a few minutes later saying, I feel he hates me. I said, you feel he hates you because you're an X. You're choosing X. And the reason you can't feel that he could possibly love you is because you are an X. You can't tap into Y when you are already tapped into X. And I spoke about how to disconnect from your undesired identity, from X, and shifting to Y. I spoke about that in my Trinity video, which I will link above. You need to go back into that space of neutrality and no identity. And you can do that either through 3 deep breaths or counting down from 20 or 50, depending on how identified you are with it. You are able to disconnect from identity X and then choose again identity Y. And when you do that, you automatically activate all the thoughts and beliefs and emotions of that identity. By default, you will feel it, you will see it, you will start seeing that you are lovable. But when you are in X, you can't see it because you're not choosing it. You're choosing X, you're not choosing Y. And so when you're finding it hard to believe that you are lovable or that you are perfect exactly as you are in X. You need to disconnect from it, go into that space of complete neutrality, and then choose Y. And from there, you can affirm, you can say, I'm so lovable, I'm perfect, I am amazing, I am perfect exactly as I am lovable just because I exist, I am lovable for being me. There's nothing for you to fix in yourself. You just need to fix what you're thinking about yourself. And actually, when you are in Y, you see it. When you're repeating those affirmations, you feel it. You're not feeling that disconnection. And even if you were in X and not heavily identified with it, you can flip right away by saying, I am lovable, I'm perfect exactly as I am. But if you're finding it hard to flip, it means that you are heavily identified with X. And so you need to go back into that space of neutrality, which is the Trinity, because that Trinity is that neutral point where we can choose. We can choose which one we want, X or Y. And Y is available for you to choose. And the fact that you are experiencing X is you realizing that there is such a thing as Y. It's there for you to choose. You're just not choosing it. And when you choose it, you feel it, you see it. You start to see just how perfect you are. And I had a lovely, lovely client work with me a few months ago, and she sent me an email at some point saying that she experienced something extremely undesired in her 3D. Essentially, some in-laws of her sibling were telling her that she needs to lose weight, that she is not attractive. They were criticizing her weight. They were criticizing because she has also big breasts. They were criticizing her, and she felt extremely bad. She never felt this bad about herself before. They were pointing all these things out to her. And then something in her just clicked. She says, no, I absolutely love myself. See, she took herself out of X and into Y. That trigger when someone says something to you, it's your moment to say, you know what? I'm not going to buy what they're saying. I am Y. I am perfect. I am perfect exactly as I am. And she tapped into that. She chose Y. She felt her self-love. She felt I am extremely perfect. I am lovable. I am perfect exactly as I am. I love my breasts. She used to say I wanted to get a breast reduction. She's like, actually, I absolutely love my breasts. I love my body. I love everything about myself. She could feel it because she chose it, and she chose to see that she is just perfect. And guess what happened on that same day? On that same day, her SP contacted her right out of the blue. You see, when you are choosing something that you already are, you're already that. You're just not choosing it. You're choosing to assume that you are X, but actually Y also exists, and you can assume that. And when you assume it, you start to see it. But you can't see it when you're in X, because they're two completely different points of view. They're two completely different identities. They're the polar opposite. You need to switch to the other one. I mentioned this before, it's like a helmet. You can't put on two helmets, or you can't put on two pairs of glasses. You have to remove one in order to put on the other. The other exists. You have to just claim it and choose it. And you are just perfect exactly as you are. Your natural essence, the way you were created, is perfect. And I had a conversation with one of my clients yesterday. She was doing a soul realignment reading for her husband. And I was describing the unique qualities of his energy center, how he is here to create, how he is here to show up. And by the way, your divine gifts or your energy centers are how you are actually meant to create in your physical experience. And anything you are drawn to from a heartfelt perspective, always heartfelt, not mind, is your reflective of your energy center. And I always find that the soul realignment readings are super validating to my clients, because they realize why they are drawn to what they are drawn, and they realize just how amazing and unique and beautiful and amazing they truly are. It's the essence of who they are, and it is naturally who you're meant to be. And when you choose it and claim it, you will start seeing just how amazing and unique and beautiful and perfect you are. There's never ever anything to fix in you. It's just about fixing what you are seeing in yourself. So going back to the husband story, my client said that she is just amazed because she has been married to him for a very, very long time, and she's only started seeing everything I was describing in him, his unique qualities, in the past year. She said, I never saw any of that until the past year, because something in him shifted, something in her shifted, by the way, and she started seeing all that within him, and he started showing up that way. So your unique qualities are who you are naturally. You are naturally in Y, and any desire is calling you towards the next stage of self-expression, whatever that is for you. Whatever that is for you, it is for you to experience more of yourself. And that identity Y, in relation to any desire, already exists and is there for you to claim. You just need to claim it. I really wanted to send this out as a reminder that you don't need fixing. You are perfect. You are already naturally and by default in identity Y. You're just choosing something else. You're choosing the opposite of it. And the mere fact that the opposite exists is for you to realize that Y is really who you are. That's why we are here in physical experience, for us to understand what love is, for us to experience love. Y exists. Love is Y. Fear is X. Fear does not exist. Fear is lack of Y. Fear is lack of love. X is lack of Y. Y is all that really is. That's who you really are, but you're just not choosing it. And X exists for you to realize that Y is for you to experience and choose. And everything is available for you already. It exists. You just need to choose it. I hope you liked this video. If you did, then please like, comment, and share. And I look forward to seeing you again in the next video.